I'm gay.
I'm gay.
I'm gay.
I'm gay.
I'm gay.
Somebody's lying. Now the group has to figure out who the mole is, and if the group eliminates the mole by the end of the game, then they take the win and take home a little cash prize. Now if the mole is still in the game by the last round, then somebody's gaydar is off. Are you guys ready?
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
So let's just exit coming out story.
Technically don't have one. I don't have a coming out story, so yeah.
I also technically don't have one. I was with someone and my ex was mad, so he sent a picture of me and that person kissing to my mom, and she called me and asked why she got a picture of her son kissing another dude.
Oh yeah, that's fucked up.
And mine was, I was playing video games with a friend when I was a teenager, and my dad walked in and he saw me like making out with one of my friends, because I found guys attractive, but I did not tell anyone, and my dad was super homophobic, so that was my coming out. So it took someone else to find in that way, and that's how I ended up coming out.
Similar in a lot of ways. I didn't actually come out to my family, they came out to me. They said to me, we know. You don't have to pretend anymore. And I was like 19 years old. So I didn't ever actually say to anyone, I am gay.
Cool. Well, I told my mom like about a year after I thought I was bi, but I was like, oh no, I just like men. Told her that. She just kept saying, you're joking the whole entire time. She came around, but yeah, that's my coming out story pretty much. It was like my first experience, but other than that, I don't really, I just kind of live my life, and then I'm like, yeah, I like men, so that's pretty much it.
I was 16 on the chat line. I gave somebody my phone number and they ended up calling my house phone. My mom picked up the phone. She was like, that person sounds like they're gay. And I was like, I don't know. And I just finally was like, well, yeah, I am. I'm gay. That was my story.
Has anyone ever experienced any type of bullying because of being gay?
Say, yeah, middle school.
No, they know I can fight, so.
Not too much about like bullying, I guess. Like people say like the comments, like remarks, but that's about it. Like,
Really?
most of my friends are supportive, like around me. So like, just in general, like over the phone, they may say like a comment. They don't even know if I'm gay or not, but like that's about it.
I was bullied in school all the time. It wasn't necessarily about being gay, but a lot of the time they would call me or queer or sissy or things like that.
Yeah, and I think the same with me. Being in the black community, sometimes it's frowned upon, but with it being more accepted now, I feel like. But back then, when I was in my younger years, I did get picked on a lot.
So for me, no one really knew. Like elementary school, I always had a girlfriend. Middle school, I always had a girlfriend. High school, that's when, I branched out. And I was a really quiet kid, so like high school, I didn't really have friends but one person. So he didn't even know until years after, because he made homophobic comments, so I just thought, but, so no, I've never been bullied for being gay.
So how did you guys know? Like, what made you find out? Because for me, I watched a Lana Del Rey video. It was like a music video for like two men like hanging out and then kissing, and then I was like, oh. Then
I did something to you.
yeah. But I don't know. How about you guys?
Well, I just was always attracted to my friends who were guys. I wasn't not attracted to girls, and I didn't know that was any different for anybody else. I'd never heard, I knew that guys dated girls, but I just assumed. And then one day somebody said, I bet you're a and I was like, what? I don't even know what that is. And then when I actually went to the library and looked it up, I was like, maybe I am.
I used to love watching Noah's Ark, and I was like, oh yeah, I know I'm gonna be gay. I want to be just like them. Because yeah, that was like one of my favorite shows to watch.
Technically, I would say just I used to watch like girly shows back then, like Bad Girls Club and shit like that, so.
I did have a girlfriend, throughout the school years, but I definitely had a friend who, I did something with, so that's how I knew.
All right, we have a tie out of Armani and Dre. You guys have 1 minute to state your case case as to why you should not be seen as the mole.
You want me to state your case?
Yeah, I'm gay. Been gay my whole life. What you talking about? Like,
That's it?
All right, so my case is I listen to Meg Thee Stallion. And I like Nicki Minaj. Like, come on now. Come on. Clock it.
I can do that too. I can do that too, though. Clock that too.
Clock it.
If you're voting Armani out, raise your hand. If you're voting Dre out, raise your hand.
Sorry.
Right.
Sorry, Dre.
Clock it.
Do you prefer meeting online or in person?
I would prefer to meet in person. However, most of my relationships have been met online.
And I prefer to meet someone in person due to you never know who's behind the screen. You might have someone that is very crazy, or I feel like in person you could know their personality. And for me, I'm more of a guy that likes femme boys, so I can't really pick up their energy behind the screen. So if I see them in the way that they act, if they present themselves more feminine, that's generally my type.
And I prefer in person as well. I think that's harder nowadays because everything seems to be through apps and online. But I agree with you. When you meet someone in person, even if they're putting their best self forward and not exactly showing you everything, you can pick up on the vibe. Yeah.
I'm a real. I prefer in person, but like if I'm online and you just want like a a quick thing,
Yeah.
I mean it's a little easier. Like let's work. But
Here's my address.
no.
What about you?
I prefer in person as well, but today's time everything is strictly online.
Yeah.
Do you have like a celebrity crush? Like anyone here?
Of course.
Yeah. What up?
Like I said, I like femme guys, so Billy Porter and a Little Nas X. I know it's cliche, but when he came out, I thought he was cute, and the way he does his music videos and everything, I really like Lil Nas X. So.
For me, most people think he's ugly, but NBA YoungBoy, I would let him do anything
Like
to me.
thugs.
Well, I'm from a completely different generation. That I used to watch the Donnie and Marie show, and I think Donnie Osmond was probably my first crush. But then I saw the Dukes of Hazzard and both of them.
Yeah, I don't know none of them.
No, me neither. No clue. For me, Tom Holland. I don't know why. Just like my twunks. But also, if you ever see 911 Lone Star, TD and Carlos in that show, I have a crush on those two right there.
I'm gonna say August Alsina, and I was glad that he came out gay because I'm like, yeah, I've been had a crush on him too.
And speaking of that, let's just go down the line and say top or bottom. So I would say that I'm verse top. I tried the bottom and I didn't like it, so I'm more of a top. That's why I'm more like the film guy, film boy.
So I'm definitely a top outside of a relationship. However, if I'm in a relationship, I do partake in bottom activities.
I'm completely versatile. I can go either way, and I prefer to be with someone who doesn't mind that.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, I'm verse too. Probably verse top, but it really depends on my mood pretty much. So,
I'm gonna say verse top as well.
Have any of you ever been discriminated at work because of your sexuality?
No, it's actually crazy. Most of my jobs, management has all been LGBTQ, so.
Yes, and I'm a nurse, so there are a lot of gays in the healthcare field. So I would say mostly online, not more so in person or at work or anything like that. People behind the screens can be really nasty towards the gay community, honestly.
And I have totally been fired because they thought I was gay. I had a friend come visit me at work, and we chit-chatted, and then my boss just started asking a lot of questions, and then eventually they got rid of me.
see, I grew up in like a very small town, like in like Michigan, but like I didn't even realize I was gay until like college though. So like, didn't really get discriminated at work. I mean, if someone asked me like, hey, do you like men? I'm like, yeah, sure. Like I do. And that's it. I haven't really been discriminated at work. Maybe the side remarks, but nothing like directly against me, which is surprisingly lucky.
I'm a nurse as well, so I would mostly say it's never the people I work with. It'd be the rude patients that I had discrimination against, but not the people I work with.
Yeah, and I also have I'm glad you're not. Me too. Are you LPN or RPN?
LPN. I'm in
Nice.
RN school right now, though.
Nice.
Yeah.
So I wanted to turn my attention to you because I know you said that you had a girlfriend back in the day, which is super sus. So I wanted to, because I want to know if anybody else had experience with girls before.
I'm actually a Golden Star gay. I've never been with a girl.
Really?
Yeah.
Wait, what's the Golden Star game?
You've never been with a girl?
Even like dated?
Never did anything sexual or dated a girl.
Yeah.
See, for me, I've dated girls for like a week, and then like, you're more like a friend, and then like most people do is like kiss, and that felt weird to me.
That was me. I'm like, yeah, we're just
I
friends.
find myself sexually attracted to girls.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, I've dated plenty of girls. I think it's more so of like, my mom or grandma, oh, you're gonna have all, the girls or whatever. So I've in school I've dated plenty of them. However, I have never been with a female. I actually find that quite repulsive. I'm sorry. So, yeah.
All right, for round 2, the player to be eliminated is Armani.
Bye.
Okay, so I do have a question. Music was playing, and I see that you have a Dolly Parton shirt on. So who does everyone listen to?
I was about to say, I definitely brought this from Walmart last minute. Don't know much about Dolly. I know she got a theme park. But I like Beyonce, Megan.
Yeah.
Definitely City Girls if you want to go that ratchet way.
Oh, that's a great question. I'm horrible at knowing musician names, but I really like Vance Joy. Like any of his music is fantastic. He's kind of cute. But
And I totally only listen to 80s and 90s. That's it.
Okay, and same Beyonce, Beehive and
Yeah,
Nicki
definitely.
Minaj. I do like Lil Nas X, like I said. I like his music and I like his face, so he is my crush. But
Do you have any other celebrity crushes other than musicians, like actors or whatever?
Crushes?
Yeah.
you know Billy Porter? Anybody?
Oh yeah, from Pose. I love
yeah,
Pose.
because I love Billy Porter.
whoever plays Superman in their Superman TV show, that was for him, yeah. I don't know his name. He played Derek and Teen Wolf as well. That's all, the actor.
I don't know that I have a celebrity crush so much.
What do we watch?
I like Luke Kane.
Luke. Okay. Is that what you watch? What's Luke King?
He was on what it was, the one that dated the transgender.
Okay. Has anyone seen Moonlight?
Oh yeah.
Moonlight was so good.
You never seen Moonlight?
No, I don't even know what it is.
Okay.
Oh no.
Okay. You ever seen Pose?
Where's it at? What streaming services? I just got a new TV, so I need new shows.
Okay. Well, you had to see Noah's Ark, right? Or Queer Eye for the Straight Guy?
I've seen Queer Eye. I've seen Queer Eye.
Queer Eye for the Straight Guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look at me like I'm okay, but
A little suspect in the middle.
the TV shows I like to watch. Okay, the TV shows I like to watch, like superhero shows. I'm watching Once Upon a Time right now. So those are kind of more of my wheelhouse. Oh God.
You like? What about the Real Housewives?
I've never seen that either. Oh my God. All right.
Drag Race? Drag Race?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So speaking of Billy Porter, he is a Broadway star. Can you name his big hits?
I don't know them by title, but I just know every time he's on social media, I love the way he acts. Like that's more of my type. But
So you're not aware of his Broadway career?
I'm not too familiar with Broadway that much, but
What are you guys like looking for, like long term for a guy? Like what's something that you want long term if you see yourself with a guy long term?
Well, I am in a long-term commitment and honesty and fun. Yeah.
That's good.
Stability. I want somebody that's very educated as myself because I don't want to be with nobody that doesn't have what I got going on either. So yeah.
and I think one of the things with me, what turned me off with being with females is more of the, you have to buy me this Birkin, you have to buy me these eyelashes, you got to pay for my nail. But with the essentially that's what turns me off from women. But more of like someone that not matches my energy, but just I can turn to for anything. So just I'm a simple guy.
Are you a one-night type of stand person or a longevity type of person?
I'm more of a one-night stand, more of a bachelor type. Right now, just because I'm young, and I think I don't really want to deal with commitment right now, but I'm more of a one-night stand, so.
See, I'm like one night stands, cool, fun, but like in the end after I'm like I want something more like serious, something more like reliable.
Yeah.
Like some not assurance, but like consistency where you know. And like I just want someone I can go to and be like, hey, we're together. This is good. I feel happy here.
Yeah.
And
Something you can come home to every night.
I find it's hard to do that in like with gay guys. Like try and find like a guy like that.
Yeah, because no gay guy really want to be monogamous.
It's hard sometimes.
I'm in a
like,
10-year marriage.
which is good.
It's probably because you're from old school, like the younger generation gays.
I think you're absolutely right.
They're definitely not trying to be committed. Not as far as the males. Now the girls, it's different for girls, but for the guys, they're
I
definitely.
feel like it's like a month and then you're like your old news. Like,
Oh, a month? I'm thinking like maybe one day.
a day or a week, yeah, pretty much.
Pretty much. What do you think would be a perfect date?
Oh, me for perfect day. Okay, I like to run, but like I would say like not running, but I think like a simple like we go to the park, hang out, or we go to like go shopping together, like but then nice dinner, and then I just love after like at the end of the day just go home, watch a movie. Like I really just like cuddling up and just having a movie together and just being close.
And that's gonna lead to something else.
Right.
Not all the time.
Because the Netflix aren't coming on.
And I think cooking a home meal, whether it's together somehow or just one person, and then sitting down and eating that meal and then watching a movie.
I agree.
Or sometimes just turn on some music and just dance a little
I
bit.
just like the presence of another, like someone here that I care about. And like, yeah, I make a mean chicken Alfredo, like great for a date.
Let me know.
I do.
Well, I was gonna say I'm more of a picnic type. I don't like to spend money on someone that I don't see long term. So I'm more of like a quick, picnic. Let's get to know each other and go from there.
Yeah, I agree with that as well. Although that's not happening these days, but I would prefer that.
Maybe there's some guys out there, maybe.
All right, for the final round, the person to be eliminated is Alec.
Those are TV shows, I knew it.
Okay, raise your hand if you think the mole is out of the game. All right.
All right, in 5 seconds, can the mole please step forward? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I knew it. I voted for him then. I did. I knew it. Why did
I was debating, I was like, I think it could be
those three? I thought us three.
the only one that ain't showing our body, but he's definitely showing his body, so I'm like, maybe he is gay.
Wait, why do you think it was me?
Because you didn't know none of the gay shows.
I don't know any of the gay shows. I don't know.
You didn't know either.